Hello, this is my sweet corn, incredible. It's been in this container for about 20 days and I sowed 12 sweet corn. I think you'll agree they look quite healthy and they're ready for potting up. There isn't a great deal of compost in this container, as you can see. It's only really thin. There's probably half an inch of compost in there, but enough to germinate these seeds on. And as I've said, we're ready to pot them up. Let's get these out of here. And just break them out like this. Okay, this is our 12 seedlings and this is where they're going, in these pots. What we're going to do, we're simply going to wet the surface . Like that. We're going to sit a seedling on it. Like that, and then we're going to put some compost over it, over the roots, like that. How's that? Couldn't be easier, could it? Okay, get the gist, and then what we'll do is we'll water them and they'll be ready to go. I'll just skip right on to the end of this now. Okay, some of these guys look stronger than others, but to be honest, I'm not too sure how I'm going to sow these when they're big enough to go out. I'm toying with the idea of actually sowing them in bags this year. I've never done that before. I've either grown them in pots, outdoors or in a greenhouse, but this year I have a fancy to grow these guys close together in bags, but I haven't actually made my mind up yet. These are my sweet corn. Started indoors, then when they were big enough, potted up into these yogurt containers, these yogurt pots. Let's have a look at them, let's see where we are here with the roots. Oh, I think you can see from that, can't you? These guys are pot bound. They're about 2 foot tall and they're pot bound. So we're going to need to move these guys on now, and what I'm going to do this year, I'm going to plant them up into 10-inch pots. Surprise, surprise. Last year I grew them in the greenhouse and we had a decent return, but this year I've decided just to grow them in the garden in 10-inch pots. So there's a dozen sweet corn here, so we'll have a dozen 10-inch pots in a block of 4 pots by 3 pots. That should give us a nice block of sweet corn. As you know, it's wind pollinated, so we need to have them, straight lines are no good, we need to have them in blocks. So we'll have a block of 4 by 3 and see how they go. Right, let's go up the garden and move these guys up into 10-inch pots. Come on. These are the pots. A block of 4 by 3. As you can see, we're in the corner of the garden. Molly's going to get herself stuck here. She won't be able to turn around if she goes in there. Right, let's see how this works then. Molly! Molly! Come out, love. No, no. That way. Oh, border collie. Molly, come on. Out, out. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Right, so we'll get round that back and we'll see if we can plant one of these sweet corn. Okay, it's the size of the pot it's coming out of. Going into one of these. Wow, look at the roots on there. Blimey. This looks to be a little side shoot. I'm going to take it off. I don't want that to grow. Put that down there. I might take this bottom one off as well. And we'll pop that in there like that. And then we'll just, hey, come out of there. And we'll return all the compost we just took out. How's that? Couldn't be easier, could it? We'll make this the last one on camera going in, shall we? Because you've got, you know what we're up to here now, don't you? I'll just nip out, switch that camera off. I'll put it back on when I'm finished. Save you watching 12 sweet corn being planted. That's it then. That's them in. We're up and running for another year. It's a bit cool really for bringing them out, but they were getting too big to be indoors. You know, they were taking over, so they had to come. And they either will or they won't. You know, if it's a little bit cool for them, well, it's a little bit cool for them. They'll just have to get on with it, won't they? This is my sweet corn after nearly 2 months in the garden. These are the females, just starting to show at the leaf joint. This is where the cobs will appear and develop and grow. And right up on top, this is the male flower, just starting to peek through. I'll part these leaves, I hope you can see him. There he is. That's the male flower. And as you know, these guys are wind pollinated. So when the pollen falls off this flower, it should fall down onto those females and pollinate them, and we'll rely on the wind to help us in that respect. Okay, let me just show you how tall these guys are. This is my measuring stick. Each of these marks are at a foot interval. 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot. So the sweet corn is now standing about 3 foot tall.